What do you think the industry needs, right? When we're looking at more broadly the on-demand industry, uh, you know, are there picks and shovel services or tool sets that, entrepreneurs listening should go to seek out and fill in? Are there solutions that you think, in spaces in the on-demand industry that a type of service hasn't been delivered yet that needs to be done and you're not focusing on it? What are the opportunities for folks right now?
Well, I was going to say that I'm not focusing on. That's harder. I mean, we're focusing on in-home healthcare because we think its time has finally come. Kind of like telehealth pre-COVID.
Yep.
Telehealth was just a little niche thing. And during COVID, it's up 10, 20, 30x. I mean, the numbers are off the charts. And Health and Human Services is finally thinking about erasing those lines where only somebody who is medically licensed in a state can see somebody over video or call them on the phone in that state. Those lines have been temporarily erased during COVID, and now they're talking about permanently erasing them, which quite frankly, they should. Why can't I be in New York City and talk to a psychologist who's licensed in California, get great care? And, why not? But pre-COVID, you couldn't. So in-home is the same thing. The healthcare system is generally thought of in-home as you have to be confined to your home. You have to be like morbidly obese or, dementia or Parkinson's, unable to move for them to even cover healthcare to the home. No longer, right? It's now the new paradigm. So I think in-home healthcare is the next big thing. And there are going to be dozens and dozens of competitors and adjacent type companies to what we're doing at Zeel. So the opportunities in in-home healthcare are, the delivery of care, which is what we're focused on, the logistics. But then there's the EMRs for in-home care. There's the delivery of prescriptions. There's all the monitoring using Bluetooth, cameras, right? Everything else to see how somebody's functioning. There's, like you were telling me about your friend earlier, I have some friends who are now putting that continuous glucose monitor, right, on their tricep.
Right.
So you can start measuring somebody's like vitals at all times. There's one of those coming out, I hear through the grapevine now at Stanford, for blood. They'll continuously monitor certain items in your blood so that you can start to see what your testosterone or LDL levels and glucose is in real time, like throughout minute by minute, in like 5-minute increments. That's incredible, right?
Right.
Think about what happens now. You go to the doctor once a year for a physical. You get all your results this one point in time. That doesn't tell you shit. You want to see it throughout the day and week. What about when I'm hungry, when I'm sleeping, when I've had a big meal? What kind of meal?
Or when something starts to go wrong.
Or when something starts to go wrong. So that aspect, I think, of on demand, if you will, this continuous monitoring of your body, of your vitals, of even what's going on in your house, so talk non-healthcare. That's, I think, the next big wave.
And do you think in-home healthcare is the path for people who aren't stuck at home? Right? If you're healthy and
absolutely, yeah,
you have access to a car, why would people decide to do the healthcare, their treatments at home versus going into a hospital or facility?
There's so many reasons. The first is that non-compliance on a prescription of any kind is off the charts. People just they get lazy. They don't want to travel. The facility's too far. You got to take time off work, find a babysitter. All those issues are eliminated when the care comes to your house. You don't have to find a babysitter. You don't have to drive there. And the hours are better. At Zeel, we're delivering care as early as 7 a.m. and as late as 10:30 p.m. start times. We're open longer. We're open 7 days a week. So you can get a lot more done. Also, why should you have to go to the laboratory to draw your blood? I can come to you, draw your blood, and carry it over there. You'll save an hour of your time. It just takes 5 minutes for me to come over and draw your blood. So it's that kind of thing. That convenience factor, that higher level of compliance means in the long run, we will save money in this country because more people will get health care because it won't be such a pain in the ass to go to the doctor or go to the lab or go to the hospital.
What types of care do you think are most likely to move to be in-home?
Well, it's already happening, but again, physical therapy and the massage therapy now is in the home, and we're now building out a whole physical therapy practice. Simple things, what we call routine medical care, like blood draws, COVID tests,
so like
vaccinations. Yeah, I think everything that can be done in a physical we've been exploring this whole thing. There's portable EKGs, portable ultrasounds. There's small sort of scales, so you can measure weight, you can measure someone's height. So you can do a basic physical exam within reason, in the home. There might be a couple parts you can't, or if you uncover something, then you're going to have to go to a specialist. But you can get a lot of this stuff done now in the home. So we call it like routine covered medical care can be delivered at home.
Fascinating. Okay, thank you for sharing that.